Are you ready? Barcelona! Oh my gosh. Hello, beautiful queens and kings and everything else in between. And welcome back to your front row seat to the musical Six. So I saw Six, the musical, twice. One on the very very back row of the theater. I got these tickets 6 months ago, like 6 months in advance to see Six, literally play on words. It's freaking amazing. It was like one of the most affordable tickets ever, and I'm like, you know what? I need to see it. It's been high on my list. I saw them at the Macy's Day Parade, Thanksgiving Parade a few years ago. Fell in love. They're coming to my city in English. Are you kidding me? I'm going. It was the best present I could ever give myself, and then some. Fast forward to seeing it, loving it, exploding. Like, I just want to tell you all the freaking details. And then be so in love with it that we found front row tickets equally as affordable, equally as magical, and I actually freaking met them. Oh my freaking gracious. Y'all, it wasn't just a show. It was an experience. It was a cultural reset. It was Beyonce meets history meets empowerment with glitter. It was the best musical that I have ever seen, and twice. No exaggeration, no hyperbole. Am I okay? I don't know, in the best way. Okay, so let me take you there. Let me walk you through this fever dream of fabulous that flipped my brain upside down and rewired my love for theater even more so than before, and of course, for forever. So front row, like literally front row, like I can see sequins sparkled, like I can hear the stomp of the heels hit on stage. I can feel it. I was so close. I expected a rogue of piece of confetti to land in my hair. And honestly, it did, and I wore it like a crown. Because yes, I took confetti home, of course. So being that close wasn't just about the visuals. What a view. It is about the intimacy. You catch things that the back of the house will never get. The micro expressions, the in-between glances, the pure fire in their eyes when they nail a harmony or drop into choreography with a full body precision. Okay, I'm going to start crying out of pure happiness and love. These queens, and I do mean these queens, weren't just performing, they were channeling history, power, pain, sisterhood, sass, and all of it in Technicolor and turbocharge. The vocals, my goodness, these performers are not just hitting notes, they are unleashing war cries, belting for their lives. These women are giving you full throttle, soul-riping, goosebumps generation vocals that made me forget how to breathe. Each queen brings their own distinct flavor. Catherine of Aragon, oh my goodness, with her power stance and her vocal dominance. Anne Boyle, cheeky and dangerous with a wink that could kill. Jane Seymour, melting hearts with pure emotion. Anne of Cleves, giving iconic energy. Catherine Howard, blending pop realness with raw vulnerability. And Catherine Parr, holding all down with grace that feels divine. These harmonies, angelic, dirty, perfect. They were moments I was literally clutching my chest, just trying to emotionally survive the chorus. The choreo, like we were rewriting the story. Those power stances, fierce, funny, feminist. The blocking is tight, the formations are clean, and the physicality out of this world. These queens own the stage. They're in control of their bodies, their stories, and the space around them. And that's not just good direction, that's intentional storytelling. You feel it with every pose, every stomp, every pointed picture. I mean, my gosh, every pointed finger is dripping with power. The costumes, my goodness, they deserve their own Tony Award because it's regal meets rave. Historical silhouettes blended with punk pop edge. Metallic studs, boots, corsets, sequins, leather work going all in, and it fits perfectly. My goodness. So yeah, energy, just, it's electric, it's immediate, it's alive, You don't want to leave your seat. You levitate out of it. The pacing is just, there's no time to be wasted. It's hit after hit, beat after beat, queen after queen, taking their moment in spotlight and reclaiming the narrative that the history tried to flatten. After the show, a queendom moment. Just because the night wasn't magical enough, I met the queens after the show. And let me tell you, they were every bit of kind, gracious, warm, and radiant offstage as they were fierce and commanding on it. They smiled and they chatted, they laughed and they recognized me, and I nearly fainted, and not to be dramatic, well, a little, but of course. There's something so deeply affirming about meeting people who just took you on an emotional ride and realizing they're also real, grounded, and lovely humans. And in that moment, I felt like more than a fan. I felt like I was a part of something, a community, a queendom. One where everyone is welcome, seen, and celebrated. Where your joy matters and your voice matters. So thank you very, very much. Six isn't just a show, it's a revolution. It's theater that kicks down the doors of a dusty textbooks that say, let's hear her side. It's entertainment, yeah, but it's also liberation. These queens are rewriting history not only with swords and crowns, but with truth and glitter. They challenge the narrative and they take their power back, and it's done with so much joy. And that's the secret weapon. This show makes you feel good. Not because it's shallow, but because it's real. Because it's women celebrating other women. Because it's history with a bass drop. Because it's theater and it knows who it is and invites you in anyway. So thank you, Billy Kerr, Eloise Lord, Izzy Formie Jackson, Janai Tervals, Liberty Sator. Thank you, Hannah Victoria, and Six the Musical overall for bringing this amazing, wonderful, incredible, life-changing show where you'll laugh, cheer, and cry. You'll leave changed, lighter, stronger, empowered here in Barcelona. Hug tight and love stronger, always believe. Till next time, Team Flower. Love you all. Ariadna Redondo.